Hey, Sagittarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 2022 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Sagittarius and take a look at what the overall themes and energy is for you in the month of November. So please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links, Sagittarius, in the description box below. All right, so your main theme showing up for the month of November, we have self-love that came out right away. We have new life, which is one of my ultimate favorites here. And we have the great outdoors, which I feel has been showing up for a lot of signs in the month of November. So there may be a collective energy of travel, of adventure, starting new things, getting ready to prepare yourself for the upcoming year. There's a new adventure here for you. So you may be focusing on your self-love. You may be focusing on healing, being compassionate and kind to yourself. This is about rest, acceptance, self-care, healing. A lot of you have been going within, Sagittarius, and figuring out how you can bring back that sense of confidence, because they're highlighting that solar plexus. Some of you, there could have been troubles or issues that manifested physically for you in the stomach area as well as the heart. Now that can be in the form of anxiety, it could be depression, it could be heart palpitations, that fight or flight energy. For some of you, it could have been more severe. Also, there could have been bowel issues or even gut health with that solar plexus. So I do feel like you are healing and you're recovering from an energy here that can extend to that back area as well, mid back to the lower back region. So self-love, the biggest thing here intuitively is this compassion piece. And I feel like you may have been around people in the past where you didn't feel supported or you didn't feel like they had your best interest at heart. I will say here, I haven't really looked too much into the cards. I like to read as we go along, but you do have an energy of soulmate coming in here, and soulmate doesn't have to be a lover or, a romantic partnership. It certainly can be, but I sense for you intuitively that this could be someone coming into your life, if you don't know who this is already, that are going to help bring more compassion, kindness, and happiness to your life. It could be a companion animal. It could be a new neighbor. It could be someone you meet at the library or the bookstore or the coffee shop. It could be a family member that you meet over the holidays. So I'm just feeling that with this deer spirit showing up, this is about bringing a gentle touch of kindness, compassion, and love to your life this month. If that's been lacking a little bit for you, Sagittarius, the connection piece, I feel like you are connecting, transforming in big ways, because you do have the new life card showing up in November. And this is something that you may already be aware of, that you've been manifesting new beginnings for you here. Now, even though I don't see any aces, I do see this death card showing up, and this is about a major transformation. And this is about you making the necessary changes to hit that reset button and start something over or go in a new direction. This is about a fresh journey, a rebirthing here. This is about you going someplace that maybe you haven't been before, or just taking that time out, whether it's through travel, through a vacation, or just hitting again that reset button so you can feel refueled, because a lot of you may have been feeling a little bit burnt out, low on energy, or just hermit-like mode. And if that is you, I feel like it's a great time to visit the great outdoors, surround yourself with wide open spaces, give yourself room to grow and expand. And if you feel refined, if you feel closed, trapped, or holed into an energy or a situation or a person, it's best to give yourself a little bit of distance here this month to ground yourself, to unplug, and to go within is what I am sensing. For others of you, if you do have some sort of travel or outdoor adventure planned for you, or maybe you're planning this in November for you to do at a later time, it will be really good for you to connect with friends or family or other like-minded individuals. So very positive themes for you this month. Now, going into the tarot, The first card out here, we have the Emperor, and we also have the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords, Death, and then lastly, the Knight of Swords. So reading this energy overall here, I feel like you've finally made some sort of significant move, or you're about to, when it comes to your life. This could be literally a move. Maybe you're relocating. Some of you could be traveling. You may be moving careers, reaching people on a global level. Some of you may be working remotely or working with people in different countries as well. But the Emperor here is big boss energy. This Emperor, which is also Aries, some of you may be dealing with an Aries or have Aries in your chart as well, or you're just feeling that fiery energy of taking action and moving forward, building your empire. Basically, this is about you feeling powerful, structured, and bringing stability to your life, whatever that may look like. And I feel like there's a sense of authority here. There's a sense of power, but it's not coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place of compassion, because you've been through a lot. You have learned the ups and downs, the ins and outs of life. And there's still so much more to learn, Sagittarius, but there's something that you're connecting. It's almost like that missing piece that you have been wondering which way to move, or when can I make my move? Thank you. I feel like that is something you're finally prepared for, or you're ready for here with this Emperor. It was the first one that shows up here. So some of you, Four of Pentacles, you may have been waiting to make your move because of money with this Four of Pentacles. And again, the move can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be mental, but whatever it is, you're ready because you were hanging on to something for quite some time. And I feel like this is about you opening up with this Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles says that you are figuring out ways to manage your resources and finances, but you took a move regarding your stability. And you had to let go of something here, whether it was letting go of a little bit of money, putting money or investing into maybe a business idea. This could be also relationships that you've held back, opening up your heart to a situation, and now it's time for you to really make that move and open yourself up, because you can see that she's hanging on to her prized possessions in her purse. And purses are very, they can be very private. It's held full of the things that we possess and that we use and that we need. And same with a wallet. And I feel like this is symbolic here for you hanging on to something that means a lot to you, or it's something that you need or want. But now it's time to open this up a little bit so you can build more success for yourself. They could have been fear as well. We do need fear at certain times of our lives. If we didn't, we would be barreling down the highway doing 300 miles per hour without a seatbelt and sticking our heads out the window, right? We do need fear to help us, maintain that sense of safety and security. So I do feel for you, it's like you are opening up something that may have been difficult for you. They're giving me it's kind of like you're opening up Pandora's box, but it's in a good way. It's a very positive energy. But now you have some choices. Now you have some decisions. For some of you, maybe you feared making a move in your career and you were hanging on to something because maybe it didn't pay enough, or you didn't have enough money to take that leap, or you weren't sure if that was going to be the best option or move for you. But now that you've made a decision and opened up, I feel like more than one option is available to you, Sagittarius. Now, this could be options coming your way, or you may need to get really clear. Now that you've made this decision, you've opened yourself up. Now that next stage here is action and manifestation here. So the Seven of Cups says, instead of going back and forth or feeling overwhelmed, make a decision, stick to it, and don't let anyone or anything or any fears, setbacks, or beliefs take that back from you. Because sometimes you may go back and forth with this Four of Pentacles, and you may say, oh, I need to hang on, but I'm ready to let it go. But I need to hang on, but I'm ready. So there's just that back and forth, I feel. But once you make the decision, Knight of Wands says you're all in. The Knight of Wands here showing up says there's a sense of passion, excitement, adventure. If you are brave enough to roll forward, and you have the adventure card showing up here with the great outdoors and new life. So you're definitely heading towards this new chapter, this new journey, or this new quest. And the Knight of Wands says, that you're a leader, you are a warrior, and you will move forward here because you tend to get things done quickly, I feel at times, Sagittarius, even though it may seem like it takes a while. You actually, when you start to manifest or you get in the energy of manifestation, it happens quite quick for you. I feel like the challenge is following through and saying yes, instead of taking a step back and then forward, step back and forward, which we see here. Once you get into the energy of this is where I'm stepping and this is where I'm staying, this is the decision that I'm making for myself, then you actually manifest it quite quickly. And that's what's happening here. You have the Five of Swords. So there is a little bit of mental conflict. There is a little bit of that air energy coming in where your logical mind may be dictating a new path for you. Your logical mind may be saying, Sagittarius, can you really do that? Is this really going to help your future out? You are just a tiny drop in the sea. Is this going to make a difference? Or will this relationship be like the rest of them? I feel like whatever you've been through, which this card is always interesting to me because you can see that he's holding his head here. And the crow is crowing right next to him. So it's almost like that crow or that feeling right in his ear is kind of making him miserable because it's that self-talk. It's that ego that comes in and caws in his ear. But in the back there, you can see that there's been blood shed or there's been some sort of challenge here. Maybe he's put his blood, sweat, and tears into a situation. But the good news is, look at that. He's climbed the mountain. He's not let that crow interfere with his mental health. And at times you do let something, whether it's limiting beliefs, the voice of others, your own ego or self-talk, interfere with you climbing this mountain, but not any longer because you are releasing that. And that's what I feel this Four of Pentacles is all about as well. Releasing to open up to this change. Change can be scary. It would be weird for you to think that you wouldn't have any fears moving into change. I would question, your emotions if there was no fear at all, because even underneath fear, there can be that excitement and there can be a lot of feelings and emotions that you're going through at this time. But the most important emotion here coming in is compassion, being gentle, being kind with yourself, not criticizing, not judging, and not letting those limiting beliefs of you can't or you're not good enough get in the way. This Death card is all about transformation. In this depiction here of new life, look at that. There is palm trees, there's water, and there's sunshine, lots of it. And this is about big changes for you here. So whatever fresh start you are heading towards, it's going to bring you a lot of success. And I feel like you're running towards this new life here. And this Knight of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, this is about you making quick decisions. There may be an opportunity that you need to grab quickly, but I feel that you're not going to miss it because it's almost like there's a deadline coming in here. You need to make up your mind quite quickly because you can see that the motorcycle there, he's running towards it quite fast. And the crow is already above cawing, letting him know that he needs to get on board. And I feel like that may be where the logical mind comes in, Five of Swords. But instead of letting it keep him stuck, which that's what it's doing in the Five of Swords, he's saying, I'm not letting that keep me stuck. I'm climbing that mountain. And this is you getting ready to go for that mountain here. So this is a new journey. I like this for you, Sag. So let's take a look at your finances. Very deep with the tarot here, but I think it's very important for you to know not to get caught up in the would-have, should-haves, could-haves, or the stuck energy, stagnancy, because there is forward movement here. You see that with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, the two fastest knights in the deck, and you have the Emperor as well. So I feel like this this new life is showing up for you, but you must be open a little bit more, embrace it because it's going to change your life in bold, beautiful ways for the better. You do have the Skull showing up. So you could have been through a rough patch. There may have been a rough patch, and I apologize. You just heard that notification. So I feel that you also may be receiving news, a notification, or a message regarding money, regarding a new job opportunity, a new income source. This is about you borrowing money, I feel, in the past, or maybe you just felt a little bit lower with the cash here. But now you are definitely ready to reinvent yourself. Some of you may be in the healing arts. You may be in hospice. You may have had to take care of a loved one who was healing as well. You may be a holistic healer, a Reiki healer. Maybe you were fired. You didn't have a job. You were out of work. You have to reinvent yourself. And that's the transformation that you've been through, I feel, is reinventing yourself to starting again, starting to come out of a rough patch that you were in. Maybe it didn't have to do with career or money. It could have certainly been a relationship where there was, two incomes, and then maybe there was a shift where you went from one income, or some of you had to go back to work or maybe back to school here. But I do feel like things are looking up for you. You have the ornaments and the cutlery showing up next. Now, when this ornaments card shows up, this reminds me of, Christmas. And it reminds me of the holiday season. So whether you celebrate the holiday season or not, I do feel by the end of December 2022 and into November as well here, November and December, there is extra money coming in. There are mature investments that you are making here. There could be celebrations showing up because of a new job, a promotion, a bonus, a raise. You may have a career in the retail industry, beauty, finish work, or you maybe wanted to retire or find a job where you could contribute to your retirement here. But I am seeing things taking a turn here for the better. And lastly, when it comes to money and finances, you have the cutlery. This is about you utilizing the business tools that you have available, the resources. I feel like, yes, we all can use more money, right? Needing more money, but you are setting yourself up for a future where you can live well. Whatever living well looks like to you, Sagittarius. Maybe living well is just being able to have your bills paid. Maybe living well is having acreage with a farm. Perhaps living well is having your own private space, wherever, and having food on the table and food in the fridge. Whatever it looks like to you, it could be small to some, it could be big, but this is your journey. And this is about you being the sole provider. Some of you may certainly be the sole provider, or you may be looking for more work to be able to help contribute to the sole provider in the family here. But I do sense that you're using the tools, the skills, the talents, and the resources that are showing up for you in the month of November. And that's where that soulmate energy comes in as well, which we'll talk about at the end. Now, regarding love, some of you may certainly be in a relationship. I'm not feeling this sense of head over heels type of love coming in. Maybe some of you, absolutely. But I feel like a lot of you may be single, or maybe you're just focused on your finances, or maybe there's love for your family and your children and, the people that are in your network or in your soul tribe. It says flirt, trust, and you deserve love. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. Tell jokes, flirt, speak, put yourself out there. Start a conversation, ask someone out on a date if you're looking, if that interests you. But I feel like you are feeling quite playful this month, and it may be because of some downtime or some, solitude or grounding that you're giving yourself. And so it's a perfect time to just feel a little bit lighthearted, happy, and flirt. There could be someone in your energy that's been flirting with you as well, but you may not be aware that that's in fact what's happening. But I feel like someone may have their eye on you, Sag. We also have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Now, there could be a union, there could be marriage, there could be divorce, there may be trust, or that may be a factor regarding someone's love life is trust. Do I trust that this is going to go someplace? Can I trust this person? Will love show up for me? If you're looking for love, you do have soulmate coming in here. So I feel like it may be a great opportunity to open yourself up to love. And then lastly, it says you deserve love. Absolutely, Sagittarius, you are lovable. So I feel for you that you're going to feel that love. And I feel this card literally has shown up for almost every single sign. And the reason why I know that is because it has the bow and arrow. And I've said this, I feel in the last 6 readings, is just when we think we're taking a few steps back in our love life or in matters of the heart, maybe we drawn inward, maybe we went through that hermit stage, or we were healing from a situation that was disappointing or broken, a broken heart. But really, when you pull that arrow, you have to pull back to gain that momentum, to be the catalyst to move forward. And that's what's happening here. So know that whatever you were going through when you had to kind of pull that arrow back, it was actually preparing you for you moving forward and opening up your heart. But know that you are lovable. And there are people that do love you, support you, and want the best for you in the spiritual side and in the physical. And even if you can't feel the physical, I feel like your soul tribe is coming in here quite soon. Now, from the Soul Truth deck, Sagittarius, we have, am I willing? I want you to really ask yourself this question, and maybe even pause the video, take notes, because it says, you are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, there's uncertainty and imperfections ahead. Failure can be certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action, be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. Yes, I love this. The word itself, impossible, spells, I'm possible. So I want you to tell yourself that mantra. It's possible. I can do this. I am doing this. I am brave. I am moving forward. So whatever you need to upgrade regarding that belief system that may be holding you back, are you willing? Because that is going to be the biggest piece. Being able to not just say you want to do it, but are you willing to actually do it? And I see that you are here. Like I said, double knight energy, emperor, and death. You are going through this rebirthing process. Messages from your spiritual team. We have here self-sabotage. We have dream talk, and we also have forgiveness. So the self-sabotage piece comes in. It can be at the Five of Swords, can be about wanting or needing to win at all costs. Maybe it's ego saying we must not give up, but I feel for you, this is because you believe so strongly that you're wanting to move in this new direction. You want to have this new journey, but maybe it's money stressing you out. Maybe it's a person, but I feel like you're getting caught up in your head here. So don't self-sabotage is what this is saying. When you learn to get out of your own way, Sagittarius, there will be no stopping you. Most of the times, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. And you see that in the Five of Swords. He is getting a mental headache from that crow, and that crow is his own self-talk, his own ego, his own fears, his own obsessions. And I feel like you are overcoming that, like this says here, because you can see he's climbed the mountain in the back. So you are going to reach the top here. You are going to achieve and manifest what it is that you've set out to achieve. Do pay attention to your dreams in the month of November, Sagittarius, because a lot of you are subconsciously and subtly getting messages through your dreams from your spiritual team, from your loved ones. A lot of you may be dreaming of public transportation, whether it's an airplane, a bus, a car. There could be movement is what I'm seeing here for you. Some of you may also be dreaming about new locations, new lands, whether you're above flying or whether you're in a new place that seems strange. Maybe there's a lot of people. You find yourself smack dab in the middle of an area that has a lot of people, and you feel a little bit fearful but excited at the same time. So I feel that a lot of you are having these dreams that are actually messages from the divine that are helping prepare you. But it's also you tapping into your wisdom, your knowledge, the Akashic records, where you are able to see a little bit of what you've already known, what you've already planned prior to coming into this lifetime. Because I feel like a lot of you Sagittarians may be planners. Yes, you have this Knight of Wands energy. This is you, fiery, passionate, but also sometimes you tend to hold back. But it says, dream talk, it's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world reach out to you and communicate, whether it's signs, symbols, messages, and more. And if you're not quite sure what the dream means for you, You can meditate on it, or, you can do a Google search or get a dream interpretation book and see what messages resonate for you and how that can help you move forward. Some of you may also be dreaming about loved ones who've crossed over. That's not a dream. That is a connection, especially if there is healing, forgiveness, pain, or sadness around the loss of someone. There's also forgiveness showing up here. This could be forgiveness towards your inner child, your inner self here. It could be other people forgiving you. It could be parent-child dynamic here. Maybe this is about forgiving your own self, not judging, not criticizing yourself, because I am getting that judgment card. You've been given a second chance to change your life, Sagittarius, for the better. There is forgiveness required. There's a rebirth here. It's time for you to heed the call. There's an energy here of you heading towards a really big piece of your life's purpose. So don't hold on to resentment and anger, because that can prevent or suffocate us from spiritual growth. And I feel like that's the last thing that you want here. Resentment can be one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. There's that energy here again of transformation. So this could be you internally having this internal transformational shift that you feel inside, but it's going to start to slowly manifest in the external world, in your 3D world here on earth. So I do feel like you're going through a lot emotionally, also spiritually. There's a lot of growth here, but make sure you're being gentle and kind with yourself and not letting distractions pull you off course with this Five of Swords. Now, lastly here, we do have the soulmates energy showing up, and it's card 41. When you break that down, that's 5. So it's saying here that there's change on the horizon. There is travel. There could be uncertainty, but you are being divinely guided. And I feel like either spirit is bringing someone to help guide you or help give you this key, because you can see that the two penguins there, one's holding a key and the other one, the key is on the heart. And penguins, they mate for life. They're together always. So this could be, for some of you, you're connecting with, it could be a spirit guide. It could be with an angelic presence or someone who is spiritually helping you. For others of you, this could be a divine counterpart, where this is a soulmate in the romantic form. For others of you, this is someone coming in that's going to be a very, very pivotal piece of your soul's journey. And I'm just going to read to you the message here from the guidebook before we wind down your reading. This is all about harmonious partnerships, love, friendships, companionships, a relationship fostering personal growth. And it says here, for you, Sagittarius, you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways that you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. Beautiful. That basically clarifies everything we just said here regarding a new person coming in. And that's what I'm feeling as well. This could be someone coming in for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, Sagittarius. But I have a feeling here that this is definitely going to impact you for the rest of your life if they aren't physically in your life forever. So very positive here. You're going through a shift. I certainly see that. But make sure you're not giving out everything in your own cup, Sagittarius. Make sure that you are filling your own cup first and foremost with that self-love piece, and don't hold back, and ask yourself continuously, am I willing? And say, yes, I am willing. It's possible. I am moving forward. I am creating and embracing change. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I certainly hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And I am sending all of you beautiful souls tons of love and light. Thank you so much for tuning in.